All right, number 11. Remember, I said before, whenever we have something other than just x inside of sine, cosine, any type of trig function, we know we're going to have to use u substitution. But that inside part is not necessarily our u. In a lot of cases it is, but here, that's not going to be enough to simplify this to a point where we can do the antiderivative. In this case, we have sine and cosine in our integral. If we have both of those in our integral and one of them's raised to a power, like here, whichever one's raised to the power is what we want to make our u. So u is going to be cosine of x squared. So du, don't forget in this one that we are going to need to use chain rule. Derivative of cosine is negative sine of x squared. But then we have to multiply by the derivative of x squared, which is 2x. So we have the x and the sine of x squared dx. Only part we're missing here is the negative 2 for our du. So I'm going to multiply the inside by negative 2, outside by negative 1/2 to keep everything balanced. So we have negative 1/2 times this definite integral. We'll change those limits here in a second. This cosine cubed of x squared, the cosine of x squared is u, so this becomes u cubed, and all the yellow part is du. And remember, we do have to change these right here. So we're going to put square root of pi over 2 in for x and 0 in for x. If we put square root of pi over 2 in for x, we square it, we're going to end up with pi over 4. So we're trying to figure out what's cosine of pi over 4, and that is root 2 over 2. If we put 0 in there, cosine of 0 is just 1. Now we can go ahead and evaluate this. We're going to add 1 to the exponent, so we get u to the 4th. We have to multiply by the reciprocal, so 1/4 times our negative 1/2, we get negative 1/8. And we're evaluating this from 1 to square root of 2 over 2. So negative 1/8 times square root of 2 over 2 to the 4th power minus 1 to the 4th power. All right, so inside here, if we take this to the 4th power, 2 to the 4th is going to be 16. Square root of 2 to the 4th is just going to be 4. So really we have 1/4 minus 1 here. So it's negative 1/8 times negative 3/4. And we get positive 3 over 32.